I've never told this story online before, mostly because I've spent the last 10 years trying to convince myself it didn't happen. But every once in a while, especially when the nights get long and quiet, I still hear the damn breathing. Back when I was in college, I rented a tiny house off campus with my best friend, Evan. It was an old single-story place on the edge of town, just past where the paved road turned to gravel. The owner gave it to us for cheap, saying something about how it hadn't been rented in a while. Honestly, we just thought we got lucky. From day one, it had a weird feeling to it. The floorboards groaned way too loud for how small the place was, and the house always smelled faintly like wet dirt, like a garden that never dried. Evan took the bedroom up front, and I took the one in the back, right next to the storage room. It was just a narrow little door between our bedrooms. The landlord said it used to be a pantry or a utility closet, but for some reason it was locked from the outside, with a big rusted bolt. He never gave us the key and told us not to worry about it. For the first few weeks, everything was normal. College life, parties, late-night gaming, bad grades. But then the noise started. It wasn't loud, just a soft, steady sound like someone breathing through their nose. I first heard it while studying in my room late at night. I paused my music, thinking Evan was messing with me. But when I called out to him, he was already passed out. It was coming from the other side of the storage room door. Just faint, shaky breathing. Not moving. Not stopping. The next day, I asked Evan if he'd heard it too. He gave me a weird look and said, "I thought that was you." A few nights later, I woke up to the sound of scratching. Very light, almost like fingertips dragging across wood. It was coming from the floor, near that same door. I didn't move, I didn't even breathe, I just listened until it stopped. Then I heard that slow, nasal breathing again, just inches away from the wall. After that night, we both started hearing things. Sometimes footsteps in the hallway when no one was there. Once, Evan swore he saw a face in the bathroom mirror. Not behind him, but inside the mirror, staring from the other side. We decided to stay somewhere else for a few days. When we came back, something had changed. There were long black scratches along the outside of the storage room door, as if something had been trying to get out. We begged the landlord to come check it out. He didn't want to. He said the last tenants broke the lock and opened the room, and he had to replace the entire door. When we pressed him, he just said they didn't stay long after that. One night, Evan got drunk and decided to break open the door. I tried to stop him, but he was already at it with a crowbar. It only took a few good pulls for the bolt to snap. Inside was just a dark, musty room, no bigger than a walk-in closet. Empty. But the air was thick and cold, and it smelled awful, like soil and rotting leaves. We left the door open that night. We shouldn't have. I woke up to Evan screaming. I ran into his room, and he was curled up on the bed, pointing toward the hallway. "It was standing in the doorway," he gasped. "It looked like me." We left the next morning. We didn't even pack. We left the door wide open and never went back. 2 months later, the house was listed for rent again. Sometimes I still check the listing just to see if someone else has moved in. The bolt is still there on the door in the photos. Only now, it looks new.